Now, for the next person, well, she has lots of questions. Yeah, 6 questions. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Number 1, what is the hot issue in Philippines right now?
Yeah, the hottest issue I think would be politics.
Okay.
Because next year we
I know your president is a really, what is it?
tough, really
very
tough.
strict guy. Yeah, like he's so brave.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I remember that he said something like to Trump, like, I don't care, I don't need America. I was like, dude, that's so bold. Like, wow. Not many people would dare to do that.
But he dared to do so.
It's so brave.
Yeah, I think it's politics, like the hottest issue. Like because when I go to Twitter, like that's what I always see. That's what the issue that's keep on the trend list, keep on topping the trend list. Because in 2022, that's next year, we will be having our national election, falls election. Yeah,
Sorry,
national
2022, next year, yeah?
next year. Yeah. We have to vote for our next president, vice president, senators, congressmen. I think that's the hottest issue now. Like some politicians who are allies before, they are now
that's pretty common.
enemies.
It happens in Indonesia.
That's very common, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the different supporters of different political figures, yeah, they fight. They have debate. Yeah. So those and the for me as a Filipino, like the recent, this happened last year, like the recent issue that's really made me saddened about is the closure of ABS-CBN. Like the ABS-CBN is a TV network in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a TV channel. Like it's the largest TV network. It hires a lot of employees. The network claimed like they hired 11,000 employees or even more. And it was shut down because the franchise of the network expired last June. I think it was June or May 2020. So
and they didn't
like the government did not extend their franchise. That's why it was shut down. And to think that the network has been airing for more than 50 years already. The network was also shut down before, in the past, during the
COVID,
the regime of another past president in the Philippines. And they came back to air after that regime, and then right now last year they were shut down again, and it was very sad because a lot of employees have been laid off. They have no job right now, and
now it's the pandemic. I think it makes things worse.
Yeah, it's worse because it's pandemic. You cannot easily find jobs anywhere, everywhere, right? So yeah, that's really sad.
Well, let's hope the best for everyone, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. What's Filipinos' favorite gadget, iPhone or Android?
I think there's more Android users in the Philippines because it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper. Yeah. But you know what? As soon as Filipinos have that extra money, like if they can afford iPhone, they would really buy iPhone because
I believe it's also quite popular over there. Yeah, like there are a number of people who use that there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next. Celia, the same. Oh, by the way, this question is from Alfie, which is also my student at the moment. Can you tell us the daily life, like the typical daily life of a student in the Philippines? Well, she didn't really, mention? Like, is it like high school students or university students? So, can you tell us anything?
Okay. Before pandemic, because the situation right now during pandemic is different. So, and I am a teacher now, so I cannot really tell you exactly what the students experienced during pandemic, but I can tell you how the daily life of a Filipino student before the pandemic. So in some schools, in most schools in the Philippines, we start our classes at 8 a.m. And then it ends at 12 noon, and then 12 to 1 they eat their lunch, and they go back to school at 1 p.m. and end at 5. So that's 8 to 5 p.m. for the day. So like when you're a Filipino student, when you're a typical Filipino student, so you wake up at 6 a.m. You take a bath, you brush your teeth, you put on your uniform, and then you go to school either by public vehicle, or if you have your own vehicle, so you can also do that. Yeah. Then the Filipino students mostly have their we call it baon or lunch box. So they have their lunch box with them.
So that's very common.
Yeah. And then from 8 to 9, there's a subject. One subject, maybe it could be English, or it could be Filipino, it could be science, it could be math. And then 9 to 9:15, maybe they can have their snacks for 15 minutes snack. And then 9:15 to 12, I think they can have 3 subjects or subjects. I already forgot. And then 12 to 1, lunch. 1 to 2, 1 subject. 2 to 3, 1 subject. 3 to 4, 1 subject. 4 to 4:45, another 1 subject. And 4:45 to 5, they have to clean the classroom or outside the classroom. We clean the classroom. But there are some schools that they have janitors.
Their own janitor.
And the one that I am sharing you is a daily life of a high school student or an elementary student in the Philippines. For the university students, I think there's class schedules depends on the subject, so it can be as early as 7:30 a.m. In my university right now, we start during before the pandemic, we start our class at 7 a.m. And then we end at 8:30 p.m. So you can have a class at 7 to 8:30 a.m. then you can go back at 2:30 to 4 p.m. So like the gap.
We can sleep at all day long in the morning.
You can have free time like that.
Okay.
And there are some days that you have more subjects than the other days. Like in Mondays you can have 2 subjects. In Tuesdays you can have 10 subjects on that day. So that's it.
Okay, right. More or less, it's the same in Indonesia. So the next 2 questions from Alfie. How's the COVID-19 situation in the Philippines? And the next one is, what's the favorite destinations of people there?
The COVID-19 situation in the Philippines has become in my area, it's become very serious because we are under modified enhanced community quarantine. That's MECQ. It's the second most strict guideline or restriction. So it's pretty serious. Like we have curfews from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Sorry,
10 p.m. to 10 p.m.
9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
No, 10.
10 a.m.
to 4 a.m.
Okay.
So we have curfews during those hours, and the cases are still rising in some parts of the Philippines. But I heard in the news that in Metro Manila, it's getting better right now. Because they're under modified general community quarantine, like the third restriction. It's pretty serious. But good thing the government is now under massive vaccination program. Like even in our place, I already got my first dose actually.
You told
of
me
AstraZeneca
when you went to the doctor.
Right?
That was the first shot or the second shot?
The first shot. My second shot is on August 8th.
Oh, okay. That's my birthday, by the way.
Oh. Wow.
Okay, and the next question
Wow.
from Alfie. What is the people's favorite destination in the Philippines?
Yeah. I think it's Boracay.
Boracay.
There's-
Is it a mountain or a beach or what?
No, it's a beach. It's an island. An island. It's very popular especially for foreigners. But the last like 2 years ago, I think, or in 2019, or was that 2018? It was closed because they have to restore like the natural beauty of the island, because like there's a lot of establishments that are being built even in front of the beach, so that pollutes the beach, the water in the beach, and there's a lot of what do you call this, garbages already because of the number of tourists that are coming in. So, but I think right now it's still one of the most favorite tourist destinations for Filipinos. But actually, Boracay is not the only place. Like, it's not the only place where Filipinos can go to. Like, there's also Palawan. It's even one of the. It's even.
Is it also an island?
Yeah, it's also an island.
Palawan.
And then
Palawan
there's
sounds like
Baguio.
Pahlawan, yeah. Pahlawan means hero in Indonesian.
Oh,
Pahlawan.
it's Palawan. Palawan.
Okay.
And then there's Baguio City. Baguio City, it can be very cold there. Like, it can go the temperature can go down. It can go as low as, I think, 10 degrees Celsius, which is very cold. Yeah. You can experience like a little bit of winter life there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can survive that because I'm very sensitive to
There's
cold air.
there's
and
a lot of strawberries there.
well, I love strawberries.
Yeah. And then you can also go in Mindanao. In Visayas, you can go to Palawan or Cebu. Cebu is very popular. In Luzon, you can go to Baguio City. You can go to Batanes. Like, that's the northern part.
Yeah,
The tip.
islands, yeah.
The Philippines, yeah. In Mindanao, you can go to Siargao.
Mindanao, yeah, I remember reading that.
Yeah, you can go to Siargao. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Those are the
Actually,
places.
I have 2 more questions, but I don't think we have the time that we have 9 more minutes. Or if you can make it, please answer all of my questions. This is the last question
Yeah.
from me. I don't want to miss the party. Okay, 8 minutes, yeah. So my 2 questions are: number 1, tell me about the most popular ghost in the Philippines. I know this is weird, but okay, make it short, yeah. And my last question
Ghost
will be, if somebody wants to approach someone, yeah, either for for friends or maybe for a relationship in the Philippines, it can be for either for boys or girls, yeah. Like, what should and shouldn't people do?
When they want to approach someone.
Yeah, like like to have a relationship either for friendship or maybe for like a serious relationship. Like, let's say someone from Indonesia, like my friend, for example, wants to, let's say, approach a girl, or maybe a girl wants to approach a boy. Like, what should or shouldn't things that they do? As a Filipino, like, what advice can you give to them?
Yeah. For the first question, the most popular ghost. Actually, the ghost in the Philippines, we call it multo.
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 From the name,
Yeah,
it sounds
multo.
like scary.
But I don't know which multo is the most popular. Like, a multo or a ghost can be a ghost of someone who has died very tragically, who has a tragic death, or it could be a multo of a loved one or your enemy. So
Oh.
the intensity of fear that you get from that ghost depends on how you know that person when he was still living.
Ouch.
Yeah. If or it could depend on how he has died.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why is he becoming a ghost? Is it because he is not happy with his death and he wants to revenge? And you can get a fear because that ghost might take on his revenge on you and not on those person who hurt him. Right? So it can be like
That's
that.
scary, yes.
But
it's just
yeah.
spooky appearance, but also like having a motive behind their actions.
Like there are a lot of stories like somewhere in Luzon, like there's this road that when you drive there alone, especially when like there's like you can see a woman like wearing all white and black hair covering her face on the road. On the road, and then you can drive it, and then after a while it would appear next to you. Next to the driver's seat or on the mirror
right now.
the rear mirror. So it can go like that. But there are also you can watch the anime from the Philippines on Netflix. It's called Trece.
Sorry, what?
Trece. It's
Trece.
Trece. It's an anime. It's made from Filipinos. It's made by the Filipinos, and it's dubbed in several languages. I think it's dubbed in English. It has a Japanese version. Yeah, that's about the Filipino mythical characters, like the myths.
Okay.
Like the ghosts, the other Filipino characters. Scary characters.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can watch that in Netflix.
Yeah.
I will send you the poster of that
Okay.
later. Yeah. And for the second question, like what should one do or should not do if he wants to have a relationship with a Filipino?
Yes.
Yeah. I think this is also very like generic to most cultures. Like you have to be polite with that person. Like for Filipinos, you don't show your like if I want to have a relationship with a stranger, like you have to be very nice to him.
Okay.
You have to act nice, and then you have to make sure that your intentions are reflected on how you act, reflected towards your action toward that person. Because if you are being rude or you are being pervert towards that person, so I'm sure that he or she wouldn't like that. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like basically something common, like be nice to people and people will be nice to you,
Yeah. Or you can also treat them lunch or a snack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, if you're watching this, okay, know that. Be nice and treat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, it's been like more
Oh my
than an
gosh.
hour, and we have had
I can't believe I answered all of those.
lots of wonderful questions, wonderful insights about the Philippines, and especially the ghost story. Because I like asking like a different point of view that because we are like still in Southeast Asia, and I believe that we share like similar common, including ghosts, and that's true, like that kind of lady with white hair, a white dress and black hair, we call it kuntilana, and but the thing is, you see she appears like on the trees or on the side of the road, but
On the road.
they don't usually
Sometimes
they don't appear next to you, like that's too scary for me.
No, there are, you know what, there are stories from other Filipinos, like when they're alone in their room, like it appears inside
like
their room.
in the house, sometimes
In the house.
but
Sometimes the door just bangs by itself,
yes.
and you think it's because of the ghost of the multo.
Paranormal
Yeah.
activity. And I just remember something, Melvin, talking about like our similarities in Southeast Asia. Like, there is a cartoon, guys, by Disney. Just in case you haven't watched it, the title is God. What's the title? And the Last Dragon. Dana. Hang on. And the Last Dragon. Oh my God. So there is a cartoon made by Disney this year, and it's about so it shows the cultures of Southeast Asian people, the food, the clothes, and yeah, so if you guys want to know like how the people in Southeast Asia are put into one movie, you guys have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I will send you a message later, Melvin, for the movie. And
Yeah, sure.
watch. It's really cool. Okay, so Melvin, I'm so sorry. I'd love to talk about more and more things, but I have to teach right now, and I believe you also have something to do after this. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for being with us today, Melvin.
Yes.
And
Thank you so much for inviting me.
yeah, my pleasure. It's quite a pleasure to talk to you. And yeah, hopefully we can continue with more interesting contents in the future.
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Sure. Thank you very much. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's it. My podcast with Melvin from the Philippines. Make sure to
Yes.
subscribe to his channel. It's Melvin
Yes.
Cabasag. And also don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and comment and share your videos. We'll see you in the next opportunity. Yeah. See you guys. Bye bye. I'm from Danz English.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.